Grenville Center is practically right on the side with the libraries and the council building. Until I started to come one day here to the Grenville Center. They got a coffee bar there. You can have a lovely cup of coffee, cup of tea. If you want something to eat with your cuppa, you can have a muffin or something like that. I would say it's a very positive experience because people are more by themselves, at home, isolated. Takes me out of my laziness because I live by myself. So I feel a lot better than when I come home. You can sit down, nobody's pushing you around, and it's comfortable. And the staff here is just very nice, very helpful, and doing a lot in the Grenville Center, and it's amazing, you know, all the programs they're offering. Everybody makes you welcome here. People talking, you go to the coffee bar, hello, how are you, you know, we're serving you with a coffee, and it's great, you know, you don't feel, as I said, you know, not isolated. My friend Pat, she's here quite for a few years. She's involved with the, on a Wednesday morning Tai Chi. She loves it. So when she's on an hour Tai Chi, I just sit quietly there, read a book. Here you see people, and after, it takes a while before you get to know each other, you know, and you're introducing yourself then, and so that you're developing a friendship.
It's a good group of people. Everybody's friendly. Everybody helps each other.
Some of the different people have come, and that's nice to see different people, because we have people from 90, 92. We do for all ages. If you're in a wheelchair or walking frame, it doesn't matter. You meet lots of people. You don't feel lonely when you come here.
There's always here, even if you didn't come to the fitness. There's always the tea and coffee, and we'd be lost without this. We really would.
If we hadn't got this place, we wouldn't know so many nice people. Come along and join us. We like to see you.
It keeps me mobile. I just love it. The instructors are just fantastic people. I just really, really enjoy it. I don't know what I'd do without it.
Because it's given us a different lease of life.
Do it at home.
No.
That's the thing.
No.
Is, you've got so many other things to do at home that you wouldn't do it. Whereas you make time to come here.
I think it's a good get-together place because it's a big thing if you don't know anyone and you don't know what's happening. So just explain how we're going to do the class or to encourage people to be active. But no, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy what I do. Just try and do it because nobody knows what to do at the beginning. But it's amazing how you improve and you think that's a lot easier than I thought it was. And I'll blow my whistle to try and get attention. Right?
I do every Wednesday afternoon from 1 till 3, and that's per week. 12 people we've got diversity of there's watercolour, oil colour, acrylics, pencil work, and that includes colour, water pencils. Some people have sometimes use pastels. The aim of the class is hopefully to get people enjoying their artwork for the first thing. That's my first priority. It's got to be fun.
We wouldn't miss it. We've made such good friends here. And the songs the girls teach us, they're rock and roll songs mostly, and it takes us back to when we were, younger, and it's nice. It's a really nice feeling to be able to get up there and sing and move yourself around and not be ashamed, A lot of people my age would have to sit still and be waited on, and here are we, lucky enough to be able to move around, and sing to our heart's content. Doesn't matter if we're out of tune, doesn't matter at all. Yes, when I came up here from Victor Harbour and the doctor asked me what I was interested in, and I said singing. The Grenville Centre is just marvellous, the things it teaches you. One time we sang for the children in a college at Manapara, and which we got a lot of satisfaction from, and the children all joined in, and it made us feel needed, really needed. It was great. One of Katy Perry's songs, I love that, just love it, because it starts off, you're so petite, I was, like sitting quietly and all that sort of thing, and then all of a sudden you can roar, and it just makes you think of your own life. It really does. How you were treated as a child growing up, and then all of a sudden you can let go. Yes, definitely my favourite.
A group of Northern Suburbs retirees are overcoming loneliness through music. They've formed a community rock choir, and it's spreading joy from Elizabeth right across Adelaide.
From Katy Perry to the Angels, the Silver Beat Rock Choir's got it covered. And walking in style, from wacky wigs to big bold bling, they're the full rock and roll group package with an average age of 75.
I sing bass because I have a naturally low voice, and so we do harmony, and I'm with the boys.
A ton of fun for 35 Northern Suburbs retirees who've become a big deal, particularly amongst family.
They show all the people at work, oh, this is my mum, look at my mum.
Since inception in 2010, the Silver Beats have performed right across Adelaide. 72-year-old Robert Cousins has been there from the start.
It's a big social thing, the fact that we get out and entertain people. It's just a way of life in a way.
For many, the band has allowed them to feel active, included. It's boosted confidence, proving you're never too old to start something new.
still feel, that feeling of independence, but still have assistance, to be able to get to the shops, specifically to go to doctor's appointments, and like today I've got to go and have an injection in both shoulders. So, and the boys are from the Home Assist Transport are taking me there, and they'll pick me up afterwards. And it's a service that is very reliable. The people are very nice, and they're all volunteers. And without it, people like myself would not have that independence and that mobility to get to these appointments and get out and do our shopping and things like that. Generally how it works, you make the appointment, and then you ring up the hub or Home Assist, and sometimes I get Noel on the line or somebody else, Roz, and then they'll put me through to the transport division, and then I just say my appointment is on such and such a day at such and such a time, and they generally make arrangements to pick me up about at least half an hour or so before that appointment, so that I get there in plenty of time. Well, I've been using them for a long time, and they've been absolutely marvellous, and so you get to know most of them. New ones come in over the time, and you get to know them as well. Without them, I think a lot of people like me would be lost, sort of left in the cracks, I suppose you could say, fall through the cracks. Don't be afraid, they're lovely people. As I said, they're all volunteers, and they're just good people.
I've got friends that I never would have had if I hadn't gone to the clubs I go to. And get some dear friends. We, should I say, on a Wednesday, is if they're going to do a craft. They've just been doing a lead lighting kind of craft, but you can get as many cups of tea as you like there, they have an urn and table with all the cups and everything on. I always recommend we don't grow old, actually, but it's all social gathering, everybody is talking to everybody else, I go round and talk to everybody, and that, and have a laugh. People come up, oh, you're doing that well, you've done a lot there, and it keeps your mind active. Because I go Wednesday and Thursday to the McVitie's, the minibuses. They all come and pick you up and drop you off. I live at Craigmore, so I have to get 2 buses if I wanted to go to the Kookaburras. If the council sort of didn't have the minibuses for us, going up to Cadena, to the Cornish Festival tomorrow. That's right, yeah. So, that's something we wouldn't be able to do if we weren't in the clubs. We go all over the place. It's places that you wouldn't see if you didn't join the club. Got to say the Playford Council are doing a good job. From One Tree Hill, and it was very nice. Like all country places, they make you so welcome. You enjoy yourself. Yeah, you always do. Sing-alongs and everything else. I've never been to the Virginia one, but I'd like to go. I like visiting other clubs, we can swap ideas and all that. It's a case of, join clubs and enjoy yourself.
I'm Michael Evans. Part of my mandate as the men's wellness worker for the City of Playford was to set up 2 men's sheds. The site here is the second move we've had in the last 5 months, so we've moved into a bigger premises. We're slowly getting ourselves sorted and making the place workable. So older men who may be widowed, who will be on their own or retired, and finding themselves at a loose end. The barbecue is every Friday, 12 o'clock, and that's about connection, and that's about social connection, and encouraging people to come along, have a look at the men's shed, meet the guys. Some of the guys bring their own projects and can play around with their own projects. One at the moment where a kindy has approached us to repair some equipment. The couple of projects we're doing at the moment is for the Grenville Centre, for the multicultural, making some frames for them to put artwork in. Club 84 mental health service, we're putting a tabletop on their pool table so they can use it as a lunch table as well. Some of the plans we've got is to buy a trailer so that we are mobile with our equipment. We've got connections with Lutheran Community Care, which has got the Burundian Association, and we'll be linking in with them and encouraging a multicultural flavour to the men's shed. Down the track, we will be building a pergola and entertainment area at the side of the building with a fire pit where guys can sit around and yarn, and from all different cultures. So the programs that I'm involved in is there's the men's space, there's the Northern Railway men's group, there's the Grenville men's group, and there's the men's monthly outings, as well as the men's shed. The Grenville men's group meets every second last Friday of the month. The men's space program is run at the John McVitie Centre every second Thursday from 10 until 1. And the men's outings are every last Friday of the month. So some of the outings we've had is bush cooking out at Mount Crawford, beach days down at Semaphore. So it's a bit of diversity for the guys to get out and reduce isolation. Northern Railway men's group meets every day at the men's shed. The guys have been meeting once a week for 2 hours. Got 2 tracks, and it's loosely based on the City of Playford. So the project has moved to the men's sheds. A few different areas that the guys can get involved in. So if they're in fabrication, they can make the frames, they can lay the tracks. If they're into electronics, they can do the electrics for the trains. And if they're into painting, they can do the landscapes. Encouraging CALD and Indigenous men to be part of the programs that we run. And I've been meeting with Aboriginal workers in terms of having bush cooking days at the men's shed, so we invite Indigenous men to the men's shed. There are men in the community who some of those projects don't fit with them. I'm quite happy to meet with men and tailor programs to fit their needs.